ultimate men's movement with our host, Dr. Jack Rocco. Dr. Jack, how are you? And this is one of our updates, what's happening with the Ultimate Men's Clinic. And tell us kind of the journey of where you are and why you started this movement,
Yeah, thank you.
podcast and the business.
Yeah, we're hitting it on all cylinders, but we're focusing on men. And people always ask that, why do you focus on men? You have a men's clinic. Do you treat women? I think men are underserved. Across the country, men are underserved, which no one seems to notice and no one seems to care, it seems. That men are fine, the boys will be fine, the boys will figure things out. But when it comes to health, men really neglect themselves a lot. Men are doers, men like doing for others. And when it comes time to doing for themselves, they'll put it off, they'll put it off, they'll put it off. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow, but I got to fix the lawnmower today. I got to go over and see John. He's trimming some bushes. So men need to be able to focus on themselves as the instrument of their desires. Your body's not healthy, you can't do the things that you want to do. So I think early in my career, I realized that when guys would come see me, they weren't they were interested in getting the appointment over with more than they were getting something accomplished. A lot of guys, they won't go to the doctor unless they absolutely have to, till something's broken. But the idea of preventative medicine amongst men, and then they come in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, they're grossly overweight, they're horribly out of shape. Their memories of themselves as athletes, as CEO executives, they've gone past their prime, and now they're trying to get some quality back out of their life, and it's very difficult for them. So I think preventative medicine for men has been neglected, and I'd like to focus on that more.
Absolutely. And so let's talk about what does the Ultimate Men's Clinic do?
Yeah, I
What
think
services?
men, when you talk about men and men's health, the thing we're interested in is libido, energy, sexual performance, physical performance, and appearance. And and we do handle all of that. I'm an orthopedic surgeon for 30 years. So as far as the musculoskeletal system, guys are always interested in their musculoskeletal system. That I can't tell you how many conversations I've had in grocery stores. Hey, doc, my shoulder, you fixed this one last year. I need to come see you for this one. Musculoskeletal injuries and chronic conditions are something that are really in focus for a man. As an orthopedist, I think most guys see an orthopedist at some point in their life. You can't avoid the orthopedic surgeon as a man. You've got body injuries, you've got chronic illnesses. Physical is a big part of it. And as an orthopedic surgeon, I'm here to introduce a lot of non-surgical PRP injections, stem cell injections, exosomes. And just diagnosis, first of all, before something really goes bad. But also with men, another prime function is weight and weight loss. And the chronic metabolic diseases that are plaguing this country right now, a lot of it in relation to food and the junk food that we eat and the fast lifestyle. You're on your phone while you're eating a burger, while you're on your way to some meeting, and you don't take care of yourself and those daily nutrients that you need to survive and thrive. And then you're up late, you're not sleeping well. So your body is constantly under this onslaught of abuse from yourself and life. So for men, they need to take time to focus on their weight and their health is a big issue. And then the sexual health and the libido, and that's for maintaining the family. To be able to maintain the family, your loved ones, which you need around you as well. We put that often at the bottom of the list, but in order to really thrive and flourish as a man, you need to have that circle of family and friends and not just work till you die. You've got to think about living while you're living.
No, absolutely. Let's delve into the one that I think is important of the services. If you go to the Ultimate Men's Clinic and you get an evaluation, what's the process? Because this is very holistic in a way that there aren't available for men. How does that work?
Most men, like I said, the first entrance to for a lot of our patients are, I want to find out about testosterone. I wanted like the testosterone, if you had to pick one thing that defines men as men, it's testosterone. And we are hormonal creatures and we are creatures of the sun, whereas women are creatures of the moon. And when I first heard that, I was like, what does that mean? But it makes a lot of sense. Men, we rise in the morning, we go to work, we do our battles, and then we come home at night and we rest. And our testosterone level mimics that. Our testicles secrete the testosterone at night while we're sleeping and resting. So we awake vitalized and strong. We deal through the day. The testosterone level goes down throughout the day, then we rest. Whereas women are more directed by the cycle of the moon and their menstrual cycles. But a lot of the qualities of men are tied to their testosterone levels. And between diet, between the lack of stress, between the plastics and the BPAs and a lot of the chemicals that are in our system, men's testosterone level is down across the board. Young men are having very low testosterone levels. Older men have always had lower testosterone levels as we age. So a lot of men come in for that. And I think
Mm.
that's a very unique and a very necessary function of a men's clinic is to
Right.
be able to appropriately manage and control improve someone's testosterone level to allow them to function optimally as a man. And then along with that, with the testosterone level, comes the weight gain and the lack of energy, visceral fat.
Mhm.
If your testosterone level is low, you're going to accumulate that fat around the belly in areas where you don't want it. And it works in a circular motion. Like you don't have the energy, you gain the weight. You can't work out as much, you gain more weight. And we all have experienced or know someone who has experienced that cycle and down the drain. So a lot of it is by appropriately managing your testosterone level to regulating your weight. That's when the spirit and the mojo start coming back and getting out there in life and finding love again, finding a new job again, creating new friends, getting back into that vital. I think men are very isolated nowadays and they're made to feel guilty for a lot of things that men supposedly did hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And the current male is paying the price for sins of men from long ago, but not getting any of the credit for how we have also tamed the world. The world, we live in a very tame world. I was cracking up a few months ago, they had something online that women were saying they would rather run into a bear in the woods than a man. And I'm like, really? Like, that sounds like a great story, but the reason why you're not afraid of bears is because men in general have eliminated all the bears in your neighborhood. And if there were a bear to neighborhood, it would quickly be captured or killed by. So we have made the world safe, and they're like, yep, and no more. But men times, but men have also done a lot of great things for the world. And I think men also need to take the lead and recognizing themselves for the great things they do every day as well as historically.
All right. Best place to go.
Yeah, best place to go. You want to find me on www.theultimatemensclinic.com. I also have an Instagram page, which is ULTA lower hyphen or underscore male, MALE. So it's Ulta Male and the Ultimate Men's Clinic.
All right. Thanks again, Dr. Jack.
Thank
That
you, Neil.
was the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Ultimate Men's Movement, guys. Take care.